What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Oh, excuse me. I drank some water. So, yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, check this out. There's a beauty behind starting a channel and recording your videos without there actually being an audience yet. And the reason why I say that is you don't have to be worried about or being bombarded about having such a huge audience and then thinking though thinking that the a mistake, the liability of a mistake occurring. You don't actually have to worry about that. And a mistake can be anything that you choose to identify that as. So, and how you just receive it, right? So starting a channel and posting videos, and let's say that you're doing like what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a challenge of a really 90-day challenge, but it's more of a like all year. I want to see within these quarters, these last remaining quarters of this year, what I can produce consistently on a week to week basis. Like each week I'm uploading. I'm not really putting a number, but I know I do have I'm not putting a target number, but I know I have a set minimum, which is at least three, you know? Um, and the thing about it is that this just gives me the leverage to not worry about being so correct or, you know, trying to fit every possible idea into like one video. Each video, each release, I can truly try my best to connect to that and have that be truly authentic in a way that it shows who I am, creatively, philosophically, even just someone who's also experiencing this world as you are and trying my best to go and strive and experience, different endeavors um, that pertains to other common interests, and it's a beauty in it. Um, each thing that I'm trying that's new, I'm just not having to worry about being in a position of fear of judgment. And it's like the saying is, the world is your oyster. The world is yours if you listen to Nas, if you're into hip hop. Um and it really does hold truth because you're not it's just such a sense of freedom. And I believe this goes into even aiding and building and establishing your character, your persona on online or even just in life in general because before you really have friends, before you really had, you know, a crowd or a following, it doesn't really matter. You know, you were always developing yourself in silence, right? And it's like a beautiful metaphor, man. It's just like enjoy the process. Enjoy this silence that you have as you're uploading your videos. If you're doing a 100 video challenge, right? Which I also encourage too. Enjoy the process. Know that not every video is going to stick. Know that not every video is going to, you know, catch views or, you know, or you know, wrap an audience or a follower or stuff like that. Just enjoy the process in creating what you're creating. Put out what you enjoy putting out, and allow the experience to be rememberable by making it palatable to you. Because at the end of the day, it's you who is pouring your essence, pouring your ideas, pouring your sense of creation, your sense of direction, and you're ultimately, if you think about it, you're leaving stepping stones for for other viewers, for future viewers and followers. Like once that person really makes that decision, and runs with that idea and prioritizes that idea, that you're technically laying out a blueprint. And not everybody can afford a mentor, man. That's one thing I had to realize too, just growing up. Like, you can't really, if you don't have the money to afford a mentor, it's always best for you to try to put your ears to the road, man, to the ground, and absorb what you can, and then let go what you don't, what's not conducive. It's part of the growth. It's part of the journey. And with you starting this channel, there's so many lives that you can help better and just improve overall in every aspect, all determining on what way you choose to really define it. As long as you're providing value, it doesn't really matter whether or not you go viral or you don't go viral. The idea is just to, again, just enjoy the purpose behind it, enjoy the reason behind it, because that's not what you want to lose when when you finally have gardened the community behind your work. Be yourself, be authentic. Don't assume the persona of somebody else. If it's not authentically you, don't build connections, you know, off of like false charms, man. Like, be who you are. When you master who you are, it makes it easier for you to move move throughout any room. It doesn't matter what area, like what part of life you're in. You can be in corporate America. You can be out in I don't know, the Caribbean. Um, I don't know, somewhere in Paris. It doesn't matter where you go in this world. Like, if you master yourself, regardless of where you go, that's the part is what is most important. Regardless of what meeting you put yourself through, you should be able to maintain who you are and uphold who you are, and make the change and adjust accordingly, because you're doing it to improve who you are, not for what somebody else wants you to be, not some fake believer in some cult following or something like that. Like, nah, bro. Like, be who you are. Don't sit here and try to fake the funk, or just make yourself believe some BS that's not gonna, it's just not conducive, bro. So, not trying to beat a dead horse, but the goal is for you is to become and yourself. Master yourself and authentically express yourself, and make sure it's who you are, not somebody who you looked up and somebody you envy. No, become your inspiration. You are your hero. You have all that you need, so do as you please. If you guys made it this far, subscribe. I appreciate the consistent following, consistent views. I think the ghost followers too, people who just window shopping. But if the message got you, buy the shirt, making it crumble like bacon. Um, get that little subscribe, man. Follow your boy. But we back again. I've been putting little things, put little ideas together. I actually want to start putting together some vlogs. So, um, things that I do, just getting into that habit of opening the doors for more, um, creative expressions, you know? So, wow. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Oops.